Hi guys, it's August, late August, almost September, and I'm doing my very last round of sowings, direct sowings out here now. I've put the last of my seedlings in, and what we're going to be sowing is things like really fast growing crops, things like radish, some lettuce. You could probably get away with some beetroot and things like that now, depending on where you are. I'm not going to worry, we've got enough already in the ground. The other thing that I'm going to be sowing is some perpetual spinach to get us right through the winter and do basically the same job as our chard, which, as you can see, I've already sown up through this edge. You probably can't see actually from there, but there's a row of chard just up here along the edge of our bed. And as the courgette plants come out, which they're not ready to do yet, they're still producing, but as they finish up and come up, that chard is going to fill a lot of that bed. It gets quite big over the winter, and we're going to do the same with our perpetual spinach. Now, I'd planned to put it in right along that edge at that end to stop the encroachment of the grass, but as with all my plans of my vegetable garden, several months down the line and things just aren't, working to the plan, that's fine. So the space I have to fill is up here, not down there. So we're going to put some perpetual spinach up in here, and we're also going to sow a load of herbs, some herbs that you can grow all year round, and a few other things. And I'll talk you through what I'm sowing as I sow it. So it's Friday night while I'm doing all this. My Friday night this week is very different than usual. I've got a little bit of a Friday night routine because I'm thinking about the weekend. Usually I'm prepping my sourdough, which I'll be making tomorrow. So I'll be doing my starter this evening, getting that out of the fridge. I've made some yogurt this morning. I set that in the yogurt maker this morning when I left for work, so I've got to sort of decant all that. I don't tend to do very much in the garden on a Friday night. It's more about in the house prepping for Saturday. Saturday's always a big kitchen homestead day. It's a bit different today because tomorrow morning we're getting up early, and me and my two eldest children, just doing a bit of weeding while I talk to you, are heading to a town called West Bay, and we're going out on a boat mackerel fishing, which I'm very excited about. It's a great opportunity for me to stock the freezer and, of course, eat some fish in September, or eat some fish full stop. Really looking forward to that, and I'll bring you guys with me tomorrow on that trip. So that does just mean that my Friday evening and my Saturday don't look exactly the same as usual. I was going to be planting this bed or working on this bed really over the weekend, and I'm not going to get as much time to do that tomorrow as I was planning, so I'm going to try and do some tonight. So like I say, we're going to do a load of sowing. The back edge there, we just need to do a little bit of tidying up. We'll see how we get on, and I'm really tired from work. So it's been a hard week at work physically, a lovely week. I've really enjoyed it, but very physically demanding this week. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself. We'll see how far we get, and I'm definitely going to end up in the bath and an early night. Now I've cleared this bed of potatoes, I've been able to mulch it, and as you know, I just used wood chip mulch, and I've put a couple of inches through here. And now to do my sowing, because I'm a very lazy gardener, every chance I can be, what I've done, I've put the wood chip down, the mulch, and then I've just dragged the channel through it. 4 channels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to sow in there lettuce in that one there, radish in this one here, perpetual spinach in that one there, and I haven't made my mind up yet in the last one. And I'm probably going to sow them from the back of the bed to about 3/4 of the way through, and then the front quarter I'll put some herbs in. And the reason I'm telling you all that is because I've run out of Tipp-Ex, so I can't make some of my seed markers that I would normally do. So by telling you this on the camera, it means I'll be able to look back and remember. But yeah, so I've just dragged through the mulch to form a little divot in there, a little row. And then what I'm going to do, I'm literally going to just sprinkle my seed straight along that row, and then go along on top with some compost, and then water it all in. all done. So I've sown just in the front there. I've got some lettuce seedlings that I've put out, and then I've got oregano, parsley and coriander in the front. That's right. And then in behind we have gone for some lettuce direct sown from seed, followed by radish, followed by perpetual spinach, and then another row of brassicas. We've just put in there some more cabbage, some spring cabbage. Offenheim, I think, is the variety. So that's pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. There's always more to do out here. And I've got this little patch here to sow, but I've got plenty that I want to get in. So everything's, you know, it's all going okay. I need to harvest my onions and weed that next patch down. I'm gradually working through everything, gradually catching up, keeping up. You know how it is at this time of year, but I feel like I have earned my fishing trip tomorrow. I've done what I needed to do mentally to feel like I could go away from the house on a Saturday when I've already spent a full week away from the house at work. You know, there's a certain amount I needed to get done to mentally feel that I could take a weekend day away from the house and go fishing. So that's what we've done. Really happy. My wife's got a little bit of space in her bed as well, so I'm quite happy to use things like herbs that are generally, not everything, but, you know, generally a really quick crop. I might struggle with the coriander, we'll see. It all depends on what our season does now. But generally speaking, there are lots of herbs that you can use as a really quick crop. So I'm using them because we can still get them in. It's August. We haven't, who knows how much summer we've got left, if any, and what autumn's going to bring. But it's all about taking risks, having a gamble. So, you know, don't be shy. If you're not sure whether or not you've got a chance to get another load of carrots in, well, give it a go. You know, what have you got to lose? So yeah, that's where we are anyway. So I'm going to go in now, going to sort out my yogurt, and then I think that'll be me for the day. And I'll be speaking to you tomorrow from our fishing trip. Now, not sure when that's going to go out. I'm still trying to resolve this YouTube live stream issue, and if I can, I'll live stream on Sunday. If not, I'll see if I can't publish something else. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you do all those good things. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Press that like button, which you can do right now. Costs you nothing, but it helps me grow the channel. And I'll speak to you really soon. Cheers.